Obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, wasn't always understood as a medical condition. For centuries, it was shrouded in superstition and spiritual explanations. What we now recognize as a treatable mental illness was once seen as possession by demons, a curse, or divine punishment. This is the story of how our understanding of OCD evolved. From ancient beliefs to cutting-edge science. During the Middle Ages, behaviors that we now know are symptoms of OCD, such as repetitive hand-washing or compulsive counting, were believed to be signs of possession. These actions were seen as attempts to ward off evil or seek forgiveness for imagined sins. In Europe, those suffering from these symptoms were often subjected to exorcisms, extreme penance, or confinement in monasteries. These treatments only deepened their suffering and isolation, often leading to further distress and misunderstanding. As the Enlightenment took hold in Europe, thinkers like Descartes began to question the mind-body relationship, leading to early medical ideas about mental disorders. However, even then, obsessive-compulsive disorder was lumped under nervous disorders or hysteria, thought to be rooted in an imbalance of bodily humors. Though treatments were primitive, often involving purging or isolation, the seeds of a scientific understanding of mental health were planted. It wasn't until the late 19th century that mental health disorders started receiving more focused attention. Sigmund Freud, a pioneer of psychoanalysis, categorized obsessional neurosis as part of his exploration of repressed emotions. He linked obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors to unresolved psychological conflicts, particularly from childhood. Freud's theories, while now considered limited, helped shift society's perspective from the supernatural to the psychological, laying the groundwork for modern psychiatric treatment. In the mid-20th century, the discovery of DNA marked a turning point in our understanding of human biology. Geneticists began to explore whether OCD and other mental health disorders had a hereditary component. This idea sparked new research into the biological roots of the condition. While OCD was initially believed to have a genetic basis, it soon became clear that genes alone couldn't explain the complexity of the disorder. Enter the field of epigenetics, the study of how environmental factors, such as stress, trauma, and even diet, influence gene expression. Epigenetics has transformed our understanding of OCD. Research now shows that early life stressors, infections, or childhood trauma can alter how certain genes function, turning them on or off, without changing the underlying DNA sequence. These epigenetic changes can affect key brain areas involved in OCD, including the orbitofrontal cortex and the caudate nucleus, regions that play a critical role in decision-making, reward, and compulsive behaviors. Today, our understanding of OCD has evolved to recognize that it's influenced by both genetics and the environment. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and medications that target serotonin pathways remain the primary treatments, but epigenetic research offers new hope. Scientists are now exploring treatments that could potentially reverse harmful gene expressions, allowing us to address OCD at its core. The potential for future treatments that target these epigenetic changes could revolutionize the way we treat OCD. And as our understanding of gene-environment interactions deepens, the stigma around mental health continues to fade, replaced by compassion and science. From medieval misconceptions to modern science, our understanding of OCD has come a long way. The future of treatment may lie not just in managing symptoms, but in reversing the genetic and environmental triggers that contribute to the disorder. Epigenetics gives us hope that one day OCD may be more than just manageable. It may be curable. We're just beginning to unravel the intricate web of genetics and environment. As we continue on this path, one thing is clear. Mental health is no longer a mystery. It's a field rich with potential.